Once I am, I will eventually be president before, in my lifetime. If I was in it, in all. And obviously, because I've been dealing with mental health, all this, I have the right to use whatever words that I like to use.
Like what?
I'm wrongly diagnosed. That's where the bipolarity is.
Oh, you were wrongly diagnosed.
From being lied to constantly.
Interesting.
But nothing actually holding us back because I'm still alive.
Because it's the juice. And if you don't have the juice, you don't have it. So if you don't have the juice, you can't capitalize.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That bit fire. Yeah, she kinda.
I said 21. Do your thing, 21. Do your thing. Do your thing, 21. Yo, the ability to make myself laugh when my entire world is crashing before my eyes is a benefit and a valued characteristic of mine that I will continue to uplift. But my ability to make myself laugh, you guys, has me so shook because I have been crying for like the past 24 hours. I was actually thinking like, oh, well, let me do a video where like my face isn't shown and I could do commentary and then maybe I could put a bit emoji over my face. Like I was just doing all this extra stuff and then I just realized that I really don't care. You know what I mean? And when I say that, I think some people don't get it, but like when you're mentally ill, the amount of non-careness, like you truly don't care. It's something I wish I could explain, but you know who tries to explain it and sometimes and most of the time fails? Kanye freaking West. We're gonna dive into some Kanye West content and oh my god, it's so slimy and sticky. I can't. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let's put this on because I feel like I almost teared it with my nails. Being so sharp. We will be doing the 3-hour interview, okay? When? Don't ask me. I don't know. My life's in shambles. However, I did come across a couple short videos that I definitely wanted to watch because I was like, first of all, is this man just going around and interviewing with anybody that's open to listen? Or like, what are we actually doing here? Because I feel like is he getting paid for these interviews? Is he just talking? Like, what is actually happening? And to be quite frank, are you okay? Because, to be that uplifted, meaning fame and status, and also having that stuff going on in your brain, you know what I'm saying? Especially as somebody who has the same disorder. I can only imagine what's going on in closed corners because I feel there are times with a lot of mental illnesses and those that have mental illnesses that they will literally go back and look at something that they did maybe 2 weeks earlier, 2 years prior, doesn't matter, right? And it's like mind-blowing. It's literally, who was that? Was that me? Was I saying that? Was I talking like that? I wonder if Kanye has these moments or does he just accept all of his mistakes as, gold. I am God. Another thing I really want to highlight before we hop in is why are people giving him a platform? And not to say Kanye doesn't have his own platform, but why is there this, let's interview Kanye, but we also like hate what he's saying, but also let's, use him for, this attention of media and people being like focused on things. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like, why are you wanting somebody to speak when you clearly know that they're going through something? Am I wrong about this? Y'all let me know. Because, I'm seeing it in the perspective of like, if this was my friend, not somebody famous. Like if this was my friend, it'd be like, yo, you need to chill. Like you're going through a divorce. Clearly you're going through a lot of different challenges throughout your life right now. Let's not get on TV. Let's not do the interviews. I'm trying to understand why that's not happening. But again, money makes the world go round. Right?
I ain't finished my sentence. I will eventually be president. I have the right to use whatever words that I like to use. You have Elon as a leader, Ye as a leader, and we're the top leaders.
Kanye West has a long history of interesting interviews. And there's no denying
this
that
man
his dedication
said
to free speech is quite something. Here's a reminder of some of his most recent remarks. First up is his altercation.
Does he really think he's in the same ballpark as Elon Musk?
With Piers Morgan. Not only did Kanye blindly refuse to answer any of his questions, he consistently interrupted the Talk TV host and even walked out on him.
Oh, he walked out?
I said, answer my question. No, I'm interviewing you too.
Well, you can't interview me. It's my interview.
Bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you. Interview adjourned.
Over in America, Kanye revealed all to a Fox News host Tucker.
Why was he calling that grown man boy like that? Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Kanye, are you actually okay? I haven't seen any of these. I'm shook.
Carlson, highlighting his views on Trump and why he feels his censorship affected his mental health.
It drove me crazy to not be able to say.
I think I saw the
that I
Tucker
like
one,
Trump.
though.
Imagine me not being able to say what I wanted. What was the point of being famous? What was the point of having, millions of people love your music? What was the point of having a voice if you can't even use your own voice and connect it to your own opinions?
Yes.
That's where the disconnect happened. That's where the, quote, I think wrongly.
But who does? That's what's crazy to me is who does? Who do you know right now that is like famous and says everything that they want to say without any repercussions or anything? The only person I can think about, at least at a certain time, I don't really think so now, is Cardi B. Other than that, most of these famous people who have the voices to do and say and change so many lives don't say anything. They don't speak up. They keep things to themselves. And if they do say anything, it's not going to be crossing any boundaries. You know this as well as I know this. Like, Kanye, sir, are you okay? Like, I know he knows this. Like what?
I'm wrongly diagnosed. That's where the bipolarity is.
Oh, you're wrongly
diagnosed.
diagnosed.
From being lied to constantly.
Interesting.
By the people around me, by my management, by my ex-wife. And I believe those things can drive anyone to a point of maximum exhaustion.
Of course.
But I also believe that I'm extremely brilliant and I'm here to make the world a better place. And I'm tired of the left media trying to pick on me. And y'all picked on me enough. And y'all
and this is what is really baffles me, that Kanye can even say that in like the left media. My thing is like, I feel like Kanye's brain is so much, it surpassed politics. It surpassed the extremeness of like, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat. Like I feel like it surpassed this entire, I don't know why you care. And not to say like people shouldn't care about politics, but it's just, you've never really struck me as that until Trump. Let me shut up.
finally touch the person that's not going to stand, that's not going to take it anymore.
When speaking with Lex Fridman, he strongly suggested that the current education system is weakening and indoctrinating our species.
We don't need to teach anything that is subjective. Any forced subjective information is just to weaken and indoctrinate our species. And that's what schools do now. We are here. We are one species. We are one race.
He's not wrong, but like, can you fix that? I don't think Kanye is the person that's going to fix that for everybody across the world. You know what I mean? I don't think so.
We're here.
He's not wrong.
And it's time. And the leadership is changing because you have Elon as a leader, Ye as a leader, and we're the top leaders. We're more influential than the presidents.
And we're back to politics. Are Kanye and Musk really the most influential people on the planet? He certainly seems to think that they should be in the White House.
That's crazy.
Here, come get me.
Elon Musk, the one that literally fired his employees, or I should say Twitter employees, because honestly, let's not say they're his employees. I mean, he just got in there. But the way he fired them, zero respect. I have zero respect for you, and I have zero respect for a lot of these C-level people who just lay off people and don't even think about like anything at all of like how it's going to affect their lives. I am just disgusted by these people. I just don't understand how I can respect you when you do stuff like that. Like, you're not a good person. You just follow the bandwagon of everybody else. Like, that's what that is.
And obviously, because I've been dealing with mental health, all this, I have the right to use whatever words that I like to use. I think it's insane for an administration to not use a talent like Elon Musk more. Like, if I was in or once I am, I will eventually be president before, in my lifetime. If I was in office right now, I would be calling Elon every day.
You go do what you want to do in life.
Moving swiftly on, it wouldn't be a true Kanye interview without him getting defensive And as you can see, things got pretty heated with Lex Fridman.
What happened?
Well, some of it I pointed out today, but I don't know you deeply enough.
What was the bullshit?
Jewish media, Jewish.
That's not bullshit. The bullshit is that the Jewish media won't admit.
Your dad was right. Your dad was right. The words you used, you weren't.
And I said it. You're not gonna make me say it 800 more times.
I don't know if it resonated because you keep saying like the words.
Did it resonate to y'all that y'all ain't do nothing about it, and that all y'all want to do is have somebody apologize and sweep under the rug your bullshit that you've been doing the whole time? You on the same bullshit as the other people. So you're doing the same thing that the other, let's say media, because I'm not allowed to say.
I was about to say.
So until somebody
stands up. Which is what, man?
He's not saying anything that's not already talked about in college and in school. It's just the way he's presenting it is in such a like a hateful way. I think that's what it is. It is kind of bizarre to me. At some point, you have to realize that we're all human, and that's it. Like, I don't know when that point happens for most humans, but for me, I just feel like that should really be the core of like anything you think of when you're associating with other humans. It's just like, I don't understand this whole like, well, you're that and you're this, and it's like, I get it. There are like things at play that make you see these things and say these things, but it's all about the packaging, baby. You gotta know how you want to say it and the way you want to say it. That's why I do reactions, because if I did a video where I was presenting to you guys what I wanted to say in a way where I wrote an essay or something like that, it would be a completely different character. You wouldn't be seeing it as me like this.
I'm trying to call you out in your bullshit because I hope I'm somebody you can trust.
I don't fucking trust you.
Oh.
Well, you should find people in your life you can trust.
Don't tell me what I should do. Ooh. I'm not one of your BLM marchers.
Ooh.
With Chris Cuomo, Kanye was an heir to his most recent comments. He seemed to be a little more focused on his name.
You guys are supposed to be made aware to use my legal name.
Is this man driving a car? Is he driving that car while recording? Is that what's happening?
Hey, I've changed my name like I Cassius.
Or is someone else driving and he's in the back?
I'm sure you guys didn't mean it as any disrespect, but it needs on the Chiron changed my name to Ye. You can say formerly known as Kanye West if you like to, but my name is Ye.
Why'd you change it?
Sir, I need to have the name changed.
We'll change it.
We'll
change it. I'm asking you why you change it, just so people can understand.
Well, actually, I don't owe people an explanation to start off with. I have the right to change my name. I have the right in America to vote on whoever.
Isn't it weird how like Kanye, si se puede, like, just do it, like, I can, and he's taking the can off and just going, yay. My mind is boggled right now.
I want to vote on. We have certain rights where, as celebrities and even as the black voting bloc, as they call it, the black vote, are forced to, always talk about their finances, always talk about their names. But it was really, the name West is a slave name. And I wanted to free myself of all of the...
But that's a lot of people, though. That's a lot of people. So what that's saying is, like, basically the African Americans here in America have to get rid of their last names or change their last names, which they can do, but it's also erasing history, a history that, is still there regardless if it's negative, right? So I get what he means by that, but your kids are going to have to go through the world with West being their last name. I mean, obviously other people will see it as Kardashian, but all right, Kanye.
Older mentality. That is the reason I'm telling you that.
Now, Kanye has always been known to make expressive fashion choices. Here he explains that Fashion Week lanyard.
It's a photograph of a baby's ultrasound.
Why is that? And then you designed that?
Yes.
Why? What does that mean?
It just represents life and pro-life.
Oh.
Boy, so you wear it on a badge. What kind of response do you get?
I thought I saw this one.
I agree.
I don't care about people's responses. I care about the fact that there's more black babies being aborted than born in New York City at this point.
Kanye saying he don't care about people's reactions is comical. Like, we all didn't see the leaked video of your conversation with Taylor Swift. I mean, Kanye, I'm trying right now, but sir, you're not really...
50% of black death in America is abortion. So I really don't care about...
And see, this right here, it's like, I want to hear what you're saying. I want to care, and I want to be like, yeah, that makes sense. But also, when I think about Kanye West and the women that Kanye West upholds is attracted to, like, notice that my eyes have to be closed while I say this. I'm not seeing black women, so what I'm hearing doesn't match up with your actions. Like, and I understand the people who are true black activists, okay, and they do such a damn good job doing what they do, honestly. But Kanye trying to bring this up as if he cares right now is a little strange to me. And the fact that what I'm seeing is people that are like, oh, I stand with Kanye, like, he's right, like, you know, we need to wake up, like, as black people, we got to come together. And that's where the narrative is being pushed, which is interesting because he definitely, you know, used Candace Owens as well, or at least they came together in whatever way you want to call that. But I don't know, man. I feel like using this right now is very strange to me. It's just strange because it's just like all I'm seeing is I'm gonna run to be president one day. Even the whole like George Bush doesn't care about black people, right? Like, okay, you said it, but what else came from that? I don't know. I don't know. This man has my mind a little boggled right now.
People's response. I perform for an audience of one, and that's God.
And last but not least, here's some of Kanye's most telling lines from his last few interviews.
He looks so good here, don't he?
I am the black person with the black experience that's worth $11 billion and is the most influential person on the planet, and I am questioning it. It's funny, atheists love the term narcissist when you believe in yourself.
Right.
They say that it's narcissistic. Answer the question about the femur.
He said atheists think that? I don't think atheists think that. I think everyone thinks that to some extent, depending on how you play your ego. I think it's just people have been traumatized and abused by narcissists so much that now it's just like constantly want to call it out or see it or like whatever it may be. But I don't know. I think the abuse of narcissism is very long. It's a very long process. It's not something that's like, oh, I was with this guy for 2 months and like he was so narcissistic. Narcissists play a very deep and scary psychological game that you don't want to deal with. Like, it will leave you ruined and in therapy for a very long time.
The dinosaur.
No, I'm going to ask you a different question.
Situation.
I'm just going to ask you this.
There's nothing actually holding us back because I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Like, they could have killed me at...
Bye, Kanye.
Don't care about black people. They could have killed me at Beyonce had the best video, but we're here now. I mean, we can use a car to rush somebody to the hospital, or we could use a car and accidentally hit somebody while we're rushing somebody to the hospital.
For politicians, all black people are worth is an approval rating. I'm not finished.
All black people are worth is an approval rating. And that's not wrong, especially in certain experiences and corners. It's your delivery that is just having me so unbelievably shook. Like, this can't even be the last video. I must keep continuing.
Means let me finish.
So like I said, this video must continue. So we're going to wrap it up here. Let me know what your thought about this video. The next video is going to be what Kanye thinks about the Holocaust. I personally just need I need to dive deeper. I need to dive a little deeper because I'm not understanding this man's delivery right now. I'm trying to grasp his delivery and who it's projected to. So who I'm seeing it projected to is not necessarily who's speaking, if that makes sense. And if that doesn't make sense, then yeah, he's trying to distract himself. I don't know, man. I feel like he should be focused on other things than this. Like, do y'all really see Kanye West as the president of the United States? And if you do, okay, if you do, Did you also see Trump as the president of the United States? I'm just curious. I'm gonna go take this stuff off, and we'll continue with our Kanye West content. Because what did I just watch? Oh, also, somebody did ask what mask this was. It's the Olay Low Boost. I don't think I even messaged you back when I read the comment. All right, bye, y'all. I didn't notice that there was like 4. Y'all see that?
Put it out the coupe in the lot. 12 for